Hey guys, welcome back to episode 8. I believe right now we've got another Arabian fortune. This is one of my favorite games so far. All you have to do is scratch off each of the treasure numbers here, and then you'll get a number. You scratch it off here. You can also get arrows in these treasure grids. You can get arrows in which they point to each direction, or you can get a both-way arrow in which you scratch off the next number on the line. Hopefully we can get a win with this one. We did win a lot on this one last time. We did get a $20 win off a $5 ticket, so that's not too bad. This was the last one that they had at this particular store, so let's hope we can get a win on this one and get some more. So we'll start off by scratching the first treasure number. That is number 34, so we'll scratch off number 34 here. And we get an arrow pointing left. So we'll scratch off 33 and we get a cactus. So let's scratch off the next treasure number. We get a 44, so we'll scratch off number 44. We get an arrow pointing up, we'll scratch off 37 and we get a vase or a vase. So we'll scratch off the third treasure number and we get 32. We'll scratch 32 in which we get an arrow pointing upwards. We'll scratch off 25 in which we get an Arabian man. Scratch off the next treasure number, which is 27, in which we get a cobra. Scratch off the next treasure number, which is 18. We'll scratch off 18, which we get a left symbol. So we'll scratch off number 17, in which we get another left symbol. So we'll scratch off 16. And we get a treasure map. 3 treasure maps, you do get $20. That's what we won on the other ticket. All you need to do is get 3 of these symbols and you win the correlating prize with that. So we got number 40 next. So we'll scratch off number 40. We get a both ways symbol. I do like these both ways symbol. It means I can now scratch off 41 and 39. So let's scratch off 41. We get a right symbol. We'll scratch off 42, in which we get an up arrow, and we'll scratch off 35, in which we get a key. 3 keys is $1,000, so let's hope we get 3 keys in this. Scratch off 39 as well, we get a left symbol, and we'll scratch off 38, in which we get a camel. 3 camels is a $5 ticket, so we'll scratch off the next treasure number, which is number 28. And we get a torch on number 28. Scratch off the next symbol, which is 48. As we scratch that, we get another both ways, which I like the both way symbol. So we'll scratch off number 49. We got a downward arrow, so we'll scratch off 56. In which we get a left arrow, we'll scratch off 55. We get another left arrow there, so we'll scratch off 54, and we get a crown. 3 crowns is $100,000. Very unlikely that we get that, but let's hope we do. We'll come back, we'll scratch off 47. We get a left arrow there, so we'll scratch off 46, in which we get our second key. Again, 1 more key, and we'll have $1,000. So that'll be quite rewarding. Number 14, we'll scratch off number 14, in which we get a direct scorpion there. So we'll have a look at what we've got so far. So we've scratched off the entire first line, and we've got a few symbols done so far. We've got 1 crown, we've got 2 keys. 2 keys is a good symbol to get, and we've got a few one-offs. So let's hope that we can win a prize on this one. That's the first line done so far, so let's move on to the second. First treasure number of the second is a 31, so we'll scratch off 31 here. We get an arrow pointing left, so we'll scratch off 30, in which we get another arrow pointing left, so we'll scratch off 29, in which reveals a camel, which I think is our second camel so far. It is our second camel. Hopefully we get a win on this one. So we'll scratch off the second number and we get a number 4, in which we reveal a seashell, first one of the day. So we'll scratch off another treasure number, and we've got 24, in which we've got a torch, which I believe is our second torch. 3 torches is a $30 win. So let's keep going. Treasure number 15, down over here. We get a second crown. One more crown and we get $100,000. Let's scratch off the next treasure number. That's number 11, in which we get an arrow pointing left, just here. So scratch off number 10. We get another arrow pointing left, so number 9. We get another arrow pointing left, and we have another Arabian man. 3 Arabian mans, and it's a $200 prize. So that is 2 Arabian men so far, or women, you never know. So we'll scratch off the next. We have 4 lucky symbols or treasure symbols to go, so hopefully we can get a win on this ticket. Next number is number 19. So we'll scratch off that, in which we get a symbol pointing right. So we'll scratch off number 20 and we get a sun. First sun of the day. Now we'll move on to our third last treasure symbol, 45. So we'll scratch off 45 just down here, in which we get another vase, which is our second one of the day. 2 symbols left, we get 21. So we'll scratch that off. That is another cobra, or is that our first cobra? I believe that is our first cobra of the day. So we have one more symbol to go, and if we can get a crown, that'll be perfect. It is number 1. Let's see how we go on this one. We got a treasure map. So we got our second treasure map, I believe that is all our numbers, that is all our symbols. Just going to double check, make sure we don't have 3 of the same symbols. It is quite easy to miss any one of these. So, not that I can see. We're going to quickly scratch up the top. It reveals more symbols, which actually shows you whether you've won anything. Okay, so we have a square, plus, triangle, and little house. So we're going to scratch off the numbers here. So as you can see, we've got a crescent and a triangle, and unfortunately we only have a triangle here but no crescent. So this is not a winning ticket. I do like the Arabian Fortune game. Hopefully I can pick up some more of these because it's a really fun game to play. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.